Hello and welcome. I'm Michael. As always, I'm joined by one and only Craig. How we doing, mate?
Amazing.
3-0, 3 points, no shots against us. Leeds 3, Plymouth nil. Let's get into it, mate. Where should we
Can't,
start? Goals, Tanaka, who?
where do we start? You can't get a better day than that, can you? I mean, dominant performance, no shots against us at all. Like, we're just getting better and better every game, it seems.
Yeah, you can only play what's in front of you, but they didn't turn up to play that. They didn't even turn up to win, let's be honest. They
No.
From the first minute they were sitting six defenders. Like I've already just said, they had no shots at all. And it was a bit like, yeah, you just know full well what's going on. They were time wasting from the 15th minute. It's just like, come on,
I think they
man.
were
Like,
just hoping I think they were just hoping for a point, weren't they? Just to try and like just see if they could stop us scoring.
yeah, I mean, went close a few times. But let's get into the goals first. Obviously, James, what a goal. What I've been saying about shoot outside the box, have a go, have chances, cross the ball in. And then obviously no Piro, no Party, as we all know. And then Aronson, oh, lovely, mate. I mean, yes, it could have been more, should have been more, but hey, 3 points. That's what we needed.
Yeah, we can't ask for much more. But yeah, finishing if on another day. If that were 0-0 towards the end, yeah, we would be criticising the chances that we missed, but we got three. Yeah, James' goal is another corner, another
Yes.
class from another corner that, and it give me it give me like um throwback reminiscence of Dukara, although it weren't a volley, but the
Yes.
same kind
Yeah,
of
I know
thing where the
exactly what
ball
you
came
mean.
out and then he just walloped it back into the top corner.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was a lovely layoff for him. And then obviously just straight in the back of the net, which is what you want, really. Let's be
Yeah.
honest. I mean, when you're looking back at it, it doesn't look like your conventional shot, but he obviously meant to do it. It was more like a floater, top corner, beautiful. I mean, there was chances beforehand. Hero hit the post beforehand, and then Tanaka's shot, which didn't get to see because they were showing a replay of something, and then all of a sudden it's Tanaka's shot. Right, okay,
Yeah, they were showing a replay of apparently Perot being offside when it were miles onside, but it were a waste of time. Um, yeah, and we missed the thunderfuck of a shot from Tanaka.
yeah, and then Meze made a fantastic catch on the 44th minute. He's like third touch of the ball, but hey, that's being sarcastic if you didn't already get that. And then second half again, we had chances. Tanaka had another shot. Nonto had a shot that went wide, which when you're one on one with the keeper, man, I said to you how frustrating that was.
Yeah, he always frustrates me when he's in that position because he's always going dragging it to that far post, but he always drags it too far.
Yeah, it's annoying. Obviously, the subs came on. Three debutants came on against Plymouth, which for the first time since 1932, we've had a debut against Plymouth at home. I was corrected by that by somebody. But even still, though, the subs looked lively, didn't they?
Yeah, yeah. Chambers looks good. Nearly got an assist, more or less straight away, and then through with a really good effort, and that would have been nice to cap his debut off at home. Uh, and
Peru?
then yeah,
Do you
huh?
mean you just said Peru to cap his
Crew,
debut of Crew? Sorry, I thought you said
yeah.
Peru. Oh yeah, and
No,
that
no. I
Peru
said crew.
shot was in the XG was 0.03, which was again obviously more than Plymouth. So it's just
Yeah,
shows. And then Tanaka's passing is was only about 10 less than the whole Plymouth squad itself. I
yeah.
mean, as dominating performances goes, was it more dominating than Cardiff? Would you say?
Um, yeah, yeah. Because I think we didn't even play in our half very much at all. It was more like an attack. It was like a training session. To be fair, it was like watching attack versus defense.
Yeah, obviously they made substitutes at half time, which straight away they then countered, went down our end, and then but it was easily cleared up. And after that, obviously Rodon and Stroud were just doing what they do best. And it was also defending from the front. Whenever they had the ball,
Mm.
we pressed them down. Obviously, how do you pronounce his name that came on?
Kill a bogey.
Killabogi. Yeah, I'm going to absolutely butcher that every single time. So when Joshua came on, it was just simple stuff and Olays every time he touched the ball, every time he passed it. He almost scored as well from a corner as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Straight at
But
the keeper
all
though,
three
wasn't it?
subs had a chance, didn't they? But it's yeah, it's he's like a tank, is that guy. It's like you could see I wouldn't be bothered if he's, you know, getting thrown into a game because he seems like he wins everything. You know, he's hard to knock off the ball. Yeah,
No,
good
but
player.
I mean, it's good options to have, obviously, um, especially if anything does happen to Rothwell or Tanaka. You've got him that can come on. I know we've got Crew as well that can do that job as well. So it's like I've been saying, the depth this year is a lot more better than last year. The option wise, we think, right, who can we bring on? Oh, actually, we've got two players that are fighting for the job. Who's going to get it now? So, in that sense, we're in such a better position than last season.
Mate, when Ampadu and Gruev come back, we've got five midfielders because I think Crew can play further forward, which he did in this game. It's
Yeah,
like so. I think you've got five midfielders there that are all first team, possible first team players. We're spoilt for choice when all of them are fit.
yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who, if either of them drop. I mean, we know which one that you don't want being dropped because of how good he is, but we'll get into all of the player ratings. Should you get into player ratings now? Or is there
You
any
can
more
do
of the
if you
game?
want.
There's nothing more of the game that we need to discuss
Yeah,
as a whole, is there? I mean, obviously there was no yellow cards at all. So again, referee, I had no complaints with the referee. Let it go when I didn't even think there was many fouls at all.
they're probably
Um,
one of the best referees we've had this season. I guess.
yeah, no complaints on that. Obviously, set pieces were great again. Um, there was a one in the early in the first half when Rothwell and Firpo was taking. I'm like, right, who's taking this? And instantly, I'm like, Firpo. No, originally I wanted Rothwell to take it, whip it
Mm.
in, someone try and get ahead on it, and it was Firpo, and it just went, yeah, nothing on that one. But yeah, player ratings and Ilan Mezia, mate. What do we rate him?
I think he played more like a sweeper today, didn't he, than a goalkeeper.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Oh, I have to give him. I've got to give him a 7.5, or should I even go an 8? Because his distribution today, well, because that's all he had to do really, was distribute, and it will bang
Literally.
on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can't fault it, but one of those things when keeper doesn't do anything, but then when he's called upon, like the catch or when players pass it back to him, he's there, he's aware of it. Do I go? I'm just gonna go 7. So I think it's really hard to go any higher based on the fact that he did absolutely
Well,
nothing.
I'm gonna give him 7.5. I think because it's but an high end 7.5. I would go to an 8, but it's because his decision making when he was passing out today, his distribution bang on. He didn't make any scary choices or like
No,
he
it's quicker
sometimes
as
does.
well. Yeah, no, I get that. I do.
And he was even playing long balls today that hit the target.
Yeah, there's only a few that didn't, but again, that's understandable when you're a keeper. You're not expected to get 100% accurate
No.
passing or anything like that, unless it is just three passes to your back end. But yeah, that's fine then. Sam Byram, what are we going for him, mate?
Uh, didn't really do much wrong, but then again, he didn't have much to contend with. So I'd probably say 7.5 because it did annoy me a couple of times, Sam Byram, with it, even though he's on his favoured side, he's still cutting back. He's not as I don't know whether that's something that is not comfortable with this season compared to last season when he was making more forward runs. But it was cutting back too much and slowing play down when he didn't need to, where there were a pass on for James or pass on for Aronson to move it forward. So 7.5.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. Aerial duels, won a few tackles as well. He made so again, even though he's higher up the pitch, he was still doing his job. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think 7.5 is a fair rating for him. Right, Joe Rodon and Pascal, are they both the same, or are you giving one higher than the other?
No, I'm giving both the same. They're both nines. They're like Rolls Royces today, both of them.
Yeah, both
Like I said, not much to do, but going forward, they were pushing forward like, and not even they were unchallenged.
even Rodon almost scored. Well, if I say he almost scored,
Yeah,
he's going to get a goal at some point, and
yeah,
it's
he's got to.
just going to happen soon. But nines, I mean, like I said, they didn't really have anything to do. There was no tackles that they made. I mean, Rodon won three aerials and Pascal won five.
But they were driving us forward
Yeah, no, I know.
from,
Yeah, no,
which
you know
is
what?
something that they don't have the luxury of doing all the time.
We won. We beat Plymouth. It's 3 points. Let's go for it. Let's go for nines. Why not? Let's push the boat. Let's be generous tonight. Junior Firpo, then, mate. What should we go for him?
I give 4.8.
Mm, see, if you're giving them to a nine, you'll go at least an 8.5. Made a
Uh,
few dribbles. It did a lovely 1-2 with Nonto. Um, aerials he won, tackles he won. So, and he had a shot. 8.5.
I'm giving him an 8 because they're across that we're going to put across, and he didn't get past his man, and that's
Oh,
not fair
one.
for like that's not fair for me.
No, but he
He
still made a
normally
decent
beats,
cross though. He still made
yeah,
another
it does
decent
not
cross though.
it.
So
It's just he normally beats that man, and I'm putting it down to he had a week off.
no, it's an 8.5. Right, Joe Rothwell, mate. What should we say for him?
8.5.
Yeah, anything stand out? Obviously, his corners are great as usual.
Um,
Um,
he's driving forward today. We're running forward at pace, like he were scampering forward to try and spraying that ball left and right. It were busy and making us tick in that midfield. But yeah, he's yeah 8.5 for me.
yeah, I'll go for the same for that one then. Right, I'm gonna leave the floor up to you. So let's talk about Tanaka, mate. It's all yours.
Tanaka, man of the
Let's
match,
hear
man.
it.
He's gonna be my first 10. 4 games on the trot. I've give him the man of the match. He's world class. He's way too good for this league. He never
No,
puts a
I
foot
agree.
wrong, and he got an assist. He had an amazing shot, which I wish he'd scored. But yeah, he was everywhere today. They couldn't handle him.
Let's read the stats, shall we? So 133 touches, 106 passes out of 116. Like I already stated, just less than what Plymouth made altogether. 21 passes into the final third, one chance created, one shot on target. He won two out of three tackles, 10 ball recoveries, one interception, five out of six duels won, and six shots. No, three shots altogether. I mean, he is literally the bargain of the century.
He is. He's class. He's way too good for this league, and at the price we got him at, he's already worth 10 times that. A player like that, if you just saw a player like that and didn't know how much he cost, you would be putting £20 million on him, easy minimum.
Yeah, I think when you look at if you just look at the way that he plays and all of that, then yeah, I can see that. I don't tend to look at the value of a player because it's only what the two clubs see it as anyway, the buying and the selling
Yeah.
club. So, but in terms of the fact that we paid 3.5 million for him and how good he is, and again, he's not one of these people that are going to get you goals all the time. But then at the
Mm.
same time, Iniesta at Barcelona wasn't always scoring the goals. He was creating, he was breaking up play, he was involving other players. I mean, you've already called it the Japanese Iniesta many times before.
Yeah, it reminds me,
But,
not maybe not at that level, but it reminds me of very much how he plays.
oh
Very
yeah, no,
tidy.
obviously you can't compare anybody to Iniesta. Really, he's one of the greatest
No,
midfielders of all time. But
but yeah, he's very tidy, very good on the ball. Like he very rarely
no,
loses possession. And he just calms everything down and makes it look easy. And today we saw shooting from him,
yeah,
which is
he was
which also
very,
is
very
good.
unlucky with those shots. But like I said, he got an assist as well over to Piro's goal. I think yes, it was Piro's goal.
Yeah,
Um, do I go for a 10 as well?
got to mate. You've got to.
10, it's a tough one, really. I'm going to go for a 9.5.
Because he's
This
consistent with it.
he is, yeah, he is very, very consistent. But for
That's why I've
me,
gone to a 10. I've given
I'm
him a 9. I've given him a 9 before, haven't I?
yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
we've
like,
given him nines recently, every
yeah,
game
so
pretty much.
he's
But
been consistent, so it's got to go up to a 10.
I'm going for a 9.5. And this is again why you watch football with your eyes and don't look at just player ratings because a lot of them are based solely on points of how many goals and assists you get. So you can have somebody's rated a say a 6 or a 7, but
Yeah,
when you actually watch him play, you're like, hold on a minute, he's the best player on the pitch, which Tanaka
yeah.
very much was.
Well, that's it. I mean, our ratings are done from not only from stats, but just from watching with his eyes.
Oh no, we base it on the eye, but stats
Yeah,
are also involved in again, like I said, stats are how you perceive it. You can always use stats to your advantage, but
yeah,
obviously if you use them in the right context, then they're right.
exactly. That's what I mean. But that's what I'm saying. We're just honest about it. Our opinions plus backed up
Because
with
we're
stats.
always right with our opinions, all right? Get that
Yeah.
right. So let's move on to Dan James next. I mean, what a game he had.
A lot better this week.
Yeah, definitely. He was off it last game, but yeah, let's talk about it, mate. So, few shots today. I mean, what did you think about him?
Um, I think I think still a bit rusty, but today was a lot better than last week. He's only just come back, so I think yeah, because a couple of his shots, like say, he went back a bit. I mean, the goal he took really well. I'm gonna say 8.5 for Dan James.
9. I just thought he was excellent. I really,
You-
really did.
Actually, yeah,
So,
because I've give
if
I've give
you've
I've give
given
Roden a
Rothwell,
striker 9. So yeah, I'm gonna give yeah I'll go to 9 for Dan James because
you've given Rothwell an 8.5, and you're
yeah
giving Dan
I'll go
James the
9 for Dan
same.
James. Yeah,
So,
I'll
yeah, no,
agree with you on that because
yeah, I know you will.
he's probably one of our most creative players.
Yeah, he was. I just thought he was excellent all
Yeah,
round.
he was.
Right, let's move on to the American boy, Aronson. Gets his goal. Done pretty good today. What did you think about him today, mate?
Still frustrating, mate. But yeah, he took his goal well. Um, he made a good ball. Played a good ball through to Nonto. Uh, can't can't give him as high as Rothwell because he's not as consistent as Rothwell. So I'd go an
What?
8.
No, mate. He misplaced one pass today.
Did he?
He was, yeah. So he only
Just one.
misplaced one pass. Yeah,
Just one.
just one. So his passing, he made 27 passes, and 26 of those were accurate. And he made two key passes as well. Obviously, he got a goal as well.
Yeah,
He
got
was
a goal. Pass through
closing
to
down from the
Nonto.
front when he lost the ball. So there was a little time in the park when he was doing the twisty, turly, curly, whirly things he does, the roundabout that I know that you don't like, but he still won the ball back afterwards.
Yeah, but he didn't. He weren't. I don't think he were in the game as much as he was last week.
I disagree.
That's opinions.
Again, like I said, last game I was there, so when you're watching it on TV and in the game, it's completely different. I thought Aronson was absolutely fantastic. I'm going to go for a 9 as well.
Fair enough. But no,
No. So what have you gone
not
for
for me.
Aronson?
Um, Maybe an 8.5.
Coming up to a 9.
No, I'm not coming up to nine. It weren't that good. It
He got
weren't
the
a
high.
nine good.
He got the highest pass percentage out of everybody who started. Just so
It
you're
passes
aware,
2 yards to. It was
it
passing 2 yards to Dan
still doesn't
James.
matter. He's still
It's that.
got.
It's his other stuff is that you know it could do so
I
much
know.
better. It'd
I
be a
know what
lot
you
more
mean, mate. I
dangerous
know what
if
you
he
mean, but
controlled
I'm still
himself.
going to go for a 9 for him. Right, Willie Nonto. Obviously,
Uh,
he got the assist for the first goal, the little
yeah,
layoff. What?
he had a shot, and then he had a
Yeah,
shot that went wide.
yeah, that was 1-on-1. You expect him to
Uh,
score it.
I don't know. Should I give him an 8.5 as well? Because he weren't no worse than Aronson.
I,
We're talking. I'm talking like they played bad and they didn't, but
no,
it's
no, but I know when you're trying to assess it with other score ratings as well. It's
yeah,
if you just solely base it on, so take away what you've rated all the other players, solely base it on what you rate him.
yeah. That's what I mean. I think 8.5. It were no worse than Aronson, but it weren't as good as Tanaka, Rothwell, James.
No, I'm going to go for an 8.5 as well.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, it's just like I said, frustrating. Like, stop going for that far post, try and work the keeper, try something different. But again, when it pays off, though, it pays off. It's brilliant.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, no, 8.5 for him. Right. Joel Perot, when obviously when he had that new haircut, it came out. I was like, yeah, he's scoring today. I was like, bang on, getting it right. He is going to score. Took his goal well. Obviously, there was a chance beforehand when he hit the post. Lovely back heel for that assist for Aronson's
Are you
goal.
talking this is intentional? Are you saying this back heel is intentional?
It clearly wasn't intentional because he back heels it, trying to go for a
Yeah,
goal.
but was it an intentional pass?
Yes, he obviously knew the defender was going to be there. He was going to ricochet off his shin pad into Aronson's path. It was clearly meant to be.
Right, okay. Well, on that, I'll give him an 8.5.
Oh, I'm being sarcastic, by the way, if you didn't already guess that, listeners. I know that some people don't always know the difference, but that's not for this conversation. For this conversation, the rating wise for Hero will be 8.5.
I'm
I
glad
had
you
to
agree
think then.
on
I was
that.
like trying to just think of overall game. It's just like,
Yeah, I'm glad you agree on that. Well, the thing is that if that was intentional, it would have been the most football genius thing in the world to use a defender to ricochet to put it into Aronson's path. But yeah,
thing is though, if you actually watch it from behind, so on the Leeds United YouTube or wherever you watch your highlights from, when you look from behind the goal, it actually looks like he means it by the angle and the way that the ball goes coincidentally. But then
yeah,
obviously when you watch it from the other angle, you can clearly tell that it comes off his shin pads. And he clearly meant he's trying to have a shot. It's not
yeah,
like he's deliberately thought, right, there he goes. Let's just do a little flick to him. It was like a backheel shot, stroke,
yeah.
assist. But it paid off at the end of the day. So,
It did.
yeah, to be fair, he had 6 shots as well. So he did create a few shots, a few chances for himself as well. But overall play, one of his best performances this season for us.
That's because most of it was in the 18-yard box
Yeah. But no,
and
I
not
get that. But
and
what
not
I'm
on the
trying to say is
halfway
like,
line.
wow, when you look at his performances, especially today, is for me, like I said, it's probably his best performance this season. And I think that's maybe to do with who we're playing against, plus competition. Like I haven't performed in the last couple of games. I need to perform, otherwise
Mm.
Joseph's going to come and get my spot again.
I don't think it was his best because I'm sure I've given him an high rating in another game, but I don't think it was his best. But I think it was his easiest that he were in 18-yard box all the time where he should be, and
Yeah,
it'll cause him more problems that way. Where he does cause problems. Um, yeah, because I mean he had that shot from. I mean the sting got took out of it by the defender, didn't it? But who knows if that had not touched the defender, if that had been powerful enough to go in, or at least it were on target.
yeah, no, I know what you mean. Right. Obviously, Brendan Aronson and James came off, and then Joseph and Solomon came on. What are we going to rate those two first?
Um,
Wait, who do you want to start with, first of all? Like, either of them stand out more than the other, even worse
well,
that you'd
I
rather get over with?
think with Joseph, it were busy. Um,
Yeah.
he played all right. I think as he played all right alongside Perot for the time he were on. Um, yeah, I didn't think he did too much wrong. He didn't do anything that stood out as much. I don't remember him doing anything that stood out as much as others, but that came on after.
No, I mean, he was busy. Like you said, he had a shot. Can't remember if it was on target or not, but I know he had a shot. Um,
Mm.
he he was lively. Like you know what Joseph is. He's that busy
He's
person that
just
will run that defense.
he
So
just puts himself about. But yeah, and maybe a 7.5.
I was thinking seven straight away. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna go for a seven. So it's always hard right? When you're talking about it and then you talk to someone else, see what their rating is. You're like, hold on, have I gone too low or have I gone too high?
yeah,
And you're like, hold on. But no, as soon as you said it, I was thinking seven regardless.
yeah.
But yeah, what about Solomon?
Now with Solomon, last week he looked very, very rusty and very unfit. And when he first come on in this game, I thought, oh, here we go, we're gonna have the same again. But then after about 10, 15, about 5, 10 minutes, he seemed to kick another gear up, and he started. I think it all due to a foul that he got, and then after that, he seemed to start playing better
Yeah,
and start, you know, going for it. And whether it's his attitude, I don't know, or what it is about him, but that foul seemed to kick him into gear a little bit. And then he started being a little bit better and a bit more dangerous. But I think he was getting pushed around a lot. So I think maybe probably the same, maybe a 7 for him.
it's a tough one. I want to go 7.5, but was
Yeah,
he was
I
he a
was thinking the same.
7.5?
I was
Like
thinking the same, but then I thought, is he a 7.5? What are you any
for
better
me,
than
for
Joseph?
me, he was better than Joseph. So if we're giving
Then,
Joseph a
then,
seven, and I know what I said
then,
about
then,
when you
yeah. If
don't go off other people's players, I'm just contradicting myself here. But yeah, I'm going to go for a 7.5.
Yeah, then I probably would go 7.5 because I thought it did contribute more than what Joseph did.
Yeah. Right. Let's talk about Chambers first. So obviously Chambers, Killer Killer Balu came on, and so Chambers and Killer Balu. Oh,
Killer
Joshua,
bogey.
Killer Bogey came
Yeah.
on together. What are we saying for them two? Obviously, both lively. Chambers, decent cross. Killer Bogle had a shot. Killer, yeah. So
Just call him Killer
but
bogey.
I'm
It's
just
easy.
calling Joshua because I keep forgetting it.
It's not
So
even
it's what,
Joshua though, it's Joshua.
yeah. Well, either way,
Uh yeah. Well, it's hard because of the what how long were they on the pitch?
15 minutes. Plus
So
injury time's about 17, 18 minutes.
yeah. So this is hard because I've gone 7.5. I know I shouldn't, but I've gone 7.5 for Chambers were probably yeah, it's a 7.5 Chambers. He made a good cross, nearly got an assist.
Very,
Uh,
very lively.
very lively.
Wanted the ball a lot.
Yeah. And Kilbogey, he's a man mountain. And for what he did in that 15, 20 minutes that he were on the pitch, I've got to give him an 8.
Ooh. Um, hmm. So I agree with Chambers. Very, very lively. Um, Made himself aware, wanted the ball a lot, and then Killer Bogle. Again, I'm doing it
Yeah.
wrong. Please don't shoot me. Um, yeah, it was like I say when he came on the passes, Olays, brilliant
Do
passing. Only one was dispossessed, which then recovered well afterwards. He
you
won.
know what
He
it
was
reminded me
tackling.
of?
Who?
Hey,
Who does it remind you of?
Tanaka's debut.
Yeah.
It was just like, wow, this player is like, we're all right. It made you
I'm gonna
feel
go for an
comfortable.
8.5 as well. 8.5
Yeah,
for him,
I
just
think I'd go
because
8.5.
tackling as well, just his present. He was like, right, he's there, he's commanding. This is another baller that we've got on our hands. Yeah, brilliant. Right, crew. Are we going to give him a rating? Because obviously he only came on with five. Well, he came on the 86th minute.
Yeah, but he had
So
a cracking shot, didn't he?
yeah, I was. I thought he was pretty decent when he came on. To be fair,
I would. Do you know what? I'm going to say this, and you might not like it, but I'd prefer him as in that attacking midfield than Harrington.
no, no, I don't agree with you on this. I'm not going there because Aronson is that man, and obviously I've done this thing on TikTok and where the most important players are. Yes, now we've seen Crew play, it's good, but before that, when Aronson was there, it was like, hold on a minute, who's going to take his place? If Piero comes in, you're going to not be happy with that because it's going to be too deep. We've not seen Joseph play there. Nonto in the middle doesn't could work.
I don't
He
know, but
needs
what I saw from Crew today, like if you can you imagine Aronson doing what he did today with that shot? If Aronson didn't shoot like that, his technical ability is not a patch on that.
it's a tough one, really. No,
I'm not saying
I
I'm
thought
not.
he was
By
really,
the way,
really
I'm
good
not
when he came
saying
on.
Crew should start over Aronson.
Good.
All I'm saying is that yeah, he's
Potential wise, yeah, I said it at the start of the season
yeah,
that Crew needs to get minutes when we done the keep loan and sell podcast
yeah.
one. Um,
But I'd probably give him for the amount of time he was on the pitch only. I'd probably give him a 7.5.
yeah, no, I agree. I'll go 7.5 on that.
Yeah.
And
But
hopefully he gets
what
more
I'm
minutes.
saying, my argument is, can anybody see? Does Aronson have that technical ability? You'll never see Aronson shoot like that.
Mm, no, because he more dribbles it in, low shots in. So yeah, no, I know what you mean on that sense. But time will tell. I mean, Aronson could pull out a bullet next week or
We never know.
Tuesday. No, Wednesday, sorry, because you are playing Millwall. So that brings the end of player ratings. So before we finish this off, Millwall, let's have a quick prediction for you from you, mate.
Tough one. Um, Millwall. I mean, we made it easy last season, didn't we? But
Yeah, different
it's
kettle of
always a
fish
tough
now.
place. It's always a tough place to go. I'd probably say I'm just going to go for another 2-0.
Yeah, 2-0. I like that score. I mean, I did predict 3-0 for this game, so I got it right. So hopefully we can go
Yeah,
for a 2-0 win
I
and
keep
get
going to
that
say
right.
2-0 nearly every game, but
Eventually it'll pay off. But yeah, Craig, we'll leave it there. Thank you for joining as always. And guys, thank you for listening. I will leave the link tree in the description where if you click on merchandise, use the word podcast, capital letters, you will get 10% off any items that you purchase. And they are absolutely amazing. But yeah, thanks for listening, guys. And we'll see you after the Millwall game.
Leeds,
Peace
Leeds,
and
Leeds.
peace.